Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Stylistpreneur Podcast. I am your host, Damali Fils, and today we have with us Emilia. She is a personal trainer in Vancouver, kinesiologist, and a transformative fitness coach. She has helped over 40 women change their bodies, change their mind, and regain their confidence. Emilia, come on in the room. How are you?
I'm very good. And it's almost like Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I'm so excited because fitness is a big part of a new year, right?
Yes, I think
It's a huge
it's
part.
a great time for people to kind of like check in with themselves and kind of start fresh again. So,
Awesome. So please let us know about your journey into fitness as a personal trainer. Like, how did you get started and why is it something that's important to you?
yeah, nice. Sounds great. I've always kind of had an affinity towards movement and eating well, and it started at a really early age. And so, as soon as I was done high school, I pursued my education in university in various areas, and it kind of just started training. And it's been about over 17 years now, and
Oh, wow.
yeah, I really enjoy the aspect of growth and well-being. So, why
Okay. Gotcha. And I definitely wanted to have you on the show because, it's been a new year and a lot of people's goal is focused around fitness. But I just feel like as a hairstylist and working in the beauty business, it's tough to balance your health and your work life because we work hands on. So for somebody, especially hairstylists or beauty professionals, but anybody that is working with their hands or that has a very demanding job, like how can we fit fitness into these lifestyles?
yeah, I definitely see this in many different aspects. And I think it's just, it's kind of all about creating like sustainable change. And it's going to
Okay.
be super specific to that person. And I'd love to dive into more ideas with you on that as well. So,
Okay. And I guess you would just have to say like it just has to be a priority. Like you have to make that lifestyle change if it's something that you truly want.
yes, I think definitely having like your why is going to
Mhm.
help you really remember that every day, especially when like things are more stressful at work or
Mhm.
your list of people is beyond sometimes what you feel is capable. So
That's very
yes.
true. I would say back in 2019 I actually found my why for fitness. Like before that it was kind of like, okay, I want to look good. But I went on vacation with some girlfriends 1 month and later on another vacation with my mom and aunt. And I will tell you, I love them all, but fitness was not a priority for them. And you can tell it in, getting around, walking around, the food choices that were being made. And from that year on, I was just like, oh no. Like when I get my mom's age, my aunt's age, I still want to be active. I still want to be able to go on vacation and walk a few miles and not be winded or, not be able to enjoy the vacation. So I will say, I will agree with you that why it makes a difference.
Yeah, yeah. I think you touched on a really great reason. Like it's not just about the physical aspects, but it's about
Hmm.
being able to do what you enjoy like your whole life or as long as
Exactly.
possible. So
Exactly. So another what I found as a hairstylist the most challenging, like you can go, few walks, get on the treadmill, but the nutrition. Like I literally can remember like I trained for or actually I did a fitness show, bikini competition back in 2019 and trying to eat the food. Like trying to like do hair, put a client, put her foils on, have a process and trying to like scarf dye my food. So like what are some tips to make the nutrition part a little bit less challenging?
yeah, I really truly think having those like 10-minute mini breaks, or
Mhm.
if that's a possibility to schedule, is huge. And having like eating actually having a really solid breakfast before your day starts is probably
Mhm.
going to be a lot easier to set you up for success in your workday because you can kind of
Okay.
manage having like smaller snacks, like things that are easier to eat during a smaller window of time.
Okay. And so for the people that are just like, Amelia, I don't have time. Like I just don't have the time. Would you like say maybe doing meal prepping or like, having a service for meals? Like, are there some quick tips that we can throw in there?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think, yeah, like keeping mini snacks at work, whether it's
Hmm.
something with tons of protein, whether it's a protein bar, having a protein powder at work, or having a meal service being delivered for your
Okay.
lunches. Those things are huge, huge help because it kind of minimizes that time for you to
Right.
need to prep. But if you're already have it already on hand, you're gonna make a better choice versus going for something that's not really part of your vibe.
That's very true. For me, it's just like, with a smoothie or a shake, and I'm just like, okay, I can still kind of work and just like, drink a little bit. So yeah, I
Yes.
would definitely say,
and
um,
and and something I'd love to add is like hydration. I
oh
find like
yeah.
drinking water really helps in your day to not feel as the need to be as hungry as well. It makes a
Hmm.
big difference.
That's very true. That's tough too. Cause I know they say, you have to drink your gallon of water per day, but that is tough. Like that
Yeah.
is so tough. Even like when I got down to like the end of my training for my fitness competition, my coach was just like, you need to drink 2 gallons of water. I was like, girl, there's no way in the world. There's absolutely no way in the world. Like, I would literally need to like, drink in my sleep. Like, how?
That's a
You
lot of
know?
water. Yeah,
Right.
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Don't do that on a regular basis. But if you're training for something, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. But I've even seen like those cute water bottles that'll like have the words on it to like tell you to drink by the hour. So there's definitely things out there to help you get that water in.
Yes, I agree with that one.
Yeah. So when it comes to mental health, as a hairstylist, we are working with people, we're listening to their stories. If they don't drive us crazy, just the busy workday will. When it comes to the mental health, like what can we do to stay sane? Especially
Yeah.
like the holidays just passed. So like styles have just had like their crazy months. So like now it's January. Now they're able to kind of slow down.
Oh yeah. I love this one. I think it's super, super important going back to those like mini breaks and
Mm,
doing, even if it's like a 1 minute conscious breathing where you're just holding your breath for inhaling for four, holding your breath for 4 seconds, and
okay.
exhaling for like a minute makes a huge difference. Like I know that
Hmm.
it just kind of brings you back into your body. And that's kind of what we need when we're feeling that like a little bit of anxiousness or stress. Is just kind of
Okay.
coming back into our body.
Yeah. So that's the second time that you mentioned like taking those breaks. And I think that's like maybe one of the biggest things that I'll take away from this episode that, 2024, let's take our breaks. Let's not work ourselves crazy. Let's be balanced. Like I love that you're saying that because I feel like as a hairstylist, we're busy. We're like the more clients we get in, the more money we make, but you're not going to make that if you burn out.
So yeah, it might be like a short term thing, but it's not
Right?
necessarily sustainable. So
Exactly.
yeah, the mini
Okay.
breaks are definitely key.
Okay. And I mean, I'll definitely incorporate that into my daily life because, like I'm a mom, hairstylist is just ripping and running. But those break, like I feel like I could just take one now and inhale and feel better.
Yeah.
Um,
One thing I would say, like with COVID, we had to make sure, like, so I train a lot of people in person and you had to clean the area. So you had to
mhm.
cap your session from an
Oh
hour
yeah.
to 50 minutes. So now I've just been doing 55 minutes and that having that 5 minutes of just a quick little breath, whether it's, the breathing technique, washing my hands, like getting ready for the next person, it's made a big difference. So I
Hmm.
can sustain working those super long days and still feel like energetic.
Okay, that makes sense. And now that you mentioned, feeling energetic, I think people don't realize that exercise and being fit actually gives you energy. So could you like speak to that a little bit?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I truly believe like when people start to incorporate exercise, it kind of
Hmm.
goes hand in hand with being more conscious about the food choices you're making. And I
Mm,
find it actually helps you sleep better. Sleep is a
okay.
huge, huge thing that I think a lot of us need to kind of regenerate and feel good
Right.
for the next day. So I definitely
Okay.
see how that interlinked.
Gotcha. Now, are there any like, do you have any favorite supplements that you could like recommend?
Yeah. So some supplements that, I that I take every night is magnesium
Mm-hmm.
biglycinate. It's really good for our muscles. It kind of helps promote sleep. Omega 3s are so good for, like,
Mm-hmm.
inflammation. I like taking those before I go to bed as well.
Okay.
Those would be my go-to ones for
Okay.
sure.
And that's the one thing that people, I don't think they realize too. It's just like that whole saying where it's just like, I'll sleep when I die. It's like, no, you need that sleep to recharge. You need that sleep to keep going the next day. Right?
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We can't run on fumes.
No, you can. I recently included the magnesium to my night routine, and I was just like, ah, because before I was trying like the melatonin and stuff, I was like, this isn't working. So the magnesium definitely works. And I've been seeing people, I don't know how true it is. They're adding the what is it? Cherry juice. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah, like the tart cherry
Yeah, the
juice.
tart cherry juice. I've tried that, but I didn't see a big difference, but okay, you know.
Yeah, it is a great one because it's very natural. But yeah, it kind
Okay,
of does. It has like similar effects of like what the omega 3 oils do. It's just to help decrease inflammation and
gotcha.
promote recovery. But yeah,
Okay.
it's not for everyone. It's great to try it for sure.
Exactly. Awesome. So now, when you're in a salon, when you're working out, you're working, like, let's talk about how being fit, being healthy just makes you feel better. Like, I know we said it's not just about the looks, but like, let's talk about, how it makes you feel.
Yeah, I think fitness, it just helps to keep you strong, right? And it kind of it plays on your mindset. And I think again, like doing those things
Mm-hmm.
consistently, you start to feel just naturally better. And I think it just plays a huge impact on your overall daily mood.
Mm-hmm. I agree. So when
Yeah.
it comes to like the culture of a salon, let's say, I'm the only girl in there that's like on my fitness kick. Like, how can we like bring the culture together, bring the salon together? I mean, you don't want to change anybody's life, but you do want to like incorporate it. You do want to motivate other people. How can we bring that into salons in this new year?
Yeah, I think that's a great one. I think that, definitely continue to model that and just
Mm-hmm.
showing up as a positive person. And I think it'd be kind of cool to also set up like maybe it's once a month, like a company like hangout, whether it's like going for a hike or going for a walk, or maybe it's trying out a cool fitness class like a
Mm-hmm.
yoga one or a Pilates, just to kind of create that like culture of like something different outside of work. I think
Mm-hmm.
that could kind of promote a more inclusive mindset towards being healthy for each other and themselves.
I agree. And even so, like, just like the snacks that we're bringing to work or, bringing more water into the salon. Like, I think it's the small things that we can incorporate that, we can all be healthy in this new year.
Yes,
Right.
I think that we
So,
could even create a little challenge or
oh, that
something.
would be fun. I think
Yeah,
that would be fun. Yeah. Like, I know you see all the gyms and stuff doing a challenge, like who can lose the most weight or whose skin looks better. So I think that would be a lot of fun, actually. All right, we're gonna have to
yeah,
start a challenge for hairstylists in this new year, right?
yeah,
So what are some quick tips? Like, are there any exercises that we can do throughout the day in between clients? Maybe go for a walk, or like, what are some quick tips for hairstylists?
yeah. I definitely think going back on my point again about the mini breaks, being
Mm-hmm.
able to, go for a walk, even if it's like 5 minutes up and down the block, stretching your upper back or your neck out, stretching your hips out, using the
Mm-hmm.
wall at work, like simple things like that.
Okay.
Having a routine at home, whether it's like a 10-minute routine and you're doing like push-ups and squats
Mm.
and lunges, like just creating some kind of consistency where you're training your body to become stronger is going to also help you at work as well.
Okay. Yeah, when I worked at a salon and there were like a lot of close by eateries or whatnot. And whenever I would like get a break, I would like walk. And I also lived in the city before. And so they're all like, you're gonna walk over there? And I was like, I sure am. Like it's a 5 to 10 minute walk. Why not?
Yeah.
Um, So yeah, there's definitely ways to incorporate all these things if you really want to, right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
definitely requires like being curious, I think, and like wondering like what's possible.
gotcha. And I know you mentioned stretching. I don't think people understand the importance of stretching, like just getting up, stretching, loosening up. Like, tell us a little bit more, like, why is that important?
Yeah, I just think that a lot of us stay in hunched positions. I'm sure,
Mhm.
especially as a hair stylist, you're working on someone's hair. You might be like with your
Oh,
arms
yeah.
extended forward for a long period of time. Like you need to kind of undo that and
Mm,
to relieve those muscles so that you kind of feel lighter. And I
right.
think stretching really helps with that.
I agree. It's like just start your day with like a good stretch, before you getting started or even at the end of the day. Cause I know there's some days like that blow drying in your arms. You're just like, oh my gosh. It's like I
Yeah.
need to lift weight just to blow dry hair. Like it's insane. Like seriously. Um, so you know what? Before you get out of here, I just want to know what is your entrepreneurial power? Like what gets you going? What makes you you? How do you do it?
Yeah. I just feel like over the years, I've really enjoyed it and I've become kind of like this no fuss, energetic coach. I really see the
Mm,
best in others. I meet people where they're at, but I also keep them focused on their goals.
okay.
I feel like that's my superpower at it for
No,
sure.
I think that's awesome. Like I've worked with the fitness coach for since 2019, off and on. And when I'm on with her, I'm at my best. I'm taking all my supplements, I'm drinking my water. And when I like stray away from her, it's like, okay, girl, I gotta get back. Like, okay, my tummy's coming back. I can't get in my small anymore. So I definitely see the benefit of having a personal trainer. It's something that I recommend to everybody. My husband has just started working out with one. He's one of those guys that's just like, I can do it. I know what I'm doing. And now that he's working out with a personal trainer, he's just like, oh, it's so different. Like, I feel so much more motivated. I feel like I'm getting so much more gains. Like, it's just a 360. So, like, listen, girlfriend, you are needed out here. Okay. So
Thank
I
you. You
thank
are
you.
needed too. They need
Right.
my
Oh,
hair.
right. No, you look great. You look great.
Oh,
So I want to make sure that everybody's following you, that they know what you have going on. Let us know. Where can we follow you?
yeah. I've got my Instagram account at Transform with Emilia.
Okay.
And I also have a newsletter that people can sign up. I send one out once a month at the last Thursday of every month. So, and I
Okay.
have tons of
Awesome.
tips, tricks, and things that I'm offering, filling out. So,
Okay. Awesome. Well, I definitely wish you the best in this new year. Thank you for coming on the podcast and have an awesome day.
thank you. You too. Nice to meet you.
You too. One second. Sorry, trying to. It's fine. I can edit it out. I feel like my stop recording just keeps hiding from me.
On the
So
bottom.
yeah. So what I'll do is there we go.